Good morning, everybody. 914 ice baths in a row today. Just wanted to let you know the plunge is here. Looking good at 44 degrees. It's 75 outside this morning. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Let's do this and get in this cold water. So, one thing comes up a lot lately, in my life anyway, talking with people, is self-responsibility. It's amazing how lacking self-responsibility is. People worrying about what other people are doing, people complaining about other people. Obviously, I realized the irony in this video of me complaining, because I don't complain very often. If you notice, if you watch all my 914 ice baths, I hardly ever have a video of me talking about something where I'm ranting or complaining. But one of the reasons I love Idaho is it's a state that really encourages self-responsibility. I moved here, lived here back in the 80s, but we moved back permanently in 2011 from Oregon. I've lived in Oregon, Washington, California. I've lived in all over the United States, but those states I call nanny states. They like to have rules for everything, rules and regulations. Like they wouldn't let my kids jump off a diving board when they were just little kids. They were great swimmers, but they couldn't swim because they weren't tall enough. I'm like, what does that have to do with anything? I used to, I didn't want to argue with the lifeguards too much, but it's just the stupid rules. We come to Idaho, oh yeah, can your kids swim? I remember the first time I ever went to a pool here in Idaho. My kids are really little, and they've been in swim classes since they were babies, since before they could walk, right? I mean, like literally a week after they were born, we had them in swim lessons. Because I was a competitive water skier for a lot of my adult life, and we were at the lake all the time, and swimming is just a very natural thing. But I go to the pools in Oregon, they wouldn't let them go off the diving board, they wouldn't let them go down the slides because they were too little. We come to Idaho, I remember the very first time, I went down a big water slide. I went to the lifeguard and I said, hey, can my kids go down the water slide? And the lifeguard said, can they swim? I'm like, of course they can swim. I'm like, yeah. It's like, oh, okay, yeah. It's like that right there was kind of a microcosm of the difference between Idaho and Oregon at the time. Idaho now has gone a long way, unfortunately, in the wrong direction with rules for everything. You can't access the track anymore. There's a fence around it. They took the swings off the playground at the elementary school here locally because some kid got hurt. The parents, I'm sure, sued the school. They removed the swing sets. It's so infuriating that people cannot grow up and have self-responsibility. I've hurt myself. I've broken 13 bones. I've broken my nose twice. I've had all kinds of stupid stuff that I've done in my life. I've never sued anybody because it was my own fault. It was my own stupidity. If people could just accept self-responsibility, that's one of the reasons we moved to Idaho, was we loved that. But it's getting more and more and more like Oregon, Washington, and California all the time, with just the ridiculous philosophies of the litigious society. Nothing is my fault. Everything that goes wrong must be somebody else's fault. Who could I blame? Who could I look to? And that's just really sad. It's really, really sad for people that grew up with a different mentality. I mean, I tell you, every single summer, there's tons of kids that jump off some bridges here in Eagle. There's bridges in Eagle, there's bridges in Boise. People jump off the bridges into the water and swim because it's deep, it's fun. I've jumped off bridges, I can't tell you how many times in my life. And every year, people on the internet, on Nextdoor or one of these apps, complain about the kids jumping off the bridges. It's like, are they going to kill themselves? And aren't the cops involved? Why don't you call the police? And it's unbelievable. It's like, how about you mind your own business? And parents, be parents. Talk to your kids, teach your kids, talk about the risks, and then let kids be kids. Most of the time, they're going to be just fine. In fact, almost all the time, they're going to be just fine. But the one or two stories you hear annually about somebody getting hurt, it's called self-responsibility. I broke my nose jumping off of a balance beam before track practice in high school. I broke my nose jumping for a football at Autzen Stadium during a Duck game. It's like, yeah, people are going to do stupid things. Kids are going to get hurt. That's just part of life. It's nobody's fault except the kid's fault. They'll learn, they'll take responsibility and move forward. But I really wish we could get our world back to the self-responsibility concept. Live and let live. I'm going to do what I'm going to do, and I'll let you do what you want to do. But ever since, especially COVID, but certainly the political correctness movement really started in the 1990s. All of a sudden, everybody had to be safe. This safe thing became a huge public awareness thing. Safety, 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 safety. We all have to be safe. Well, what the hell's life worth living sometimes if it's at the expense of thrill and the expense of excitement, but we're all safe? Watch the movie WALL-E someday. Maybe that's what we're headed towards if we keep this philosophy up. Is everybody's safe, everybody is, not going to be in harm's way, and their lives are going to be horrible, and they're not going to have any excitement or anything they actually look forward to, well, that's not even worth living then. How about we take care of ourselves, and I'll let you take care of yourself. I'm not going to complain about what you do. You don't complain about what I do. Just don't interrupt me. Don't put me at risk. Don't do things that are going to inconvenience or put my safety at risk. But if you want to do crazy stuff, go for it. I love it. I've done lots of crazy stuff. But just this whole idea of self-responsibility as a concept and not blaming everybody else needs to make a comeback. So help me make this go viral, guys. Have an awesome day. Woo, I've been in here a long time. It's cold. I'll see you guys tomorrow.